This is the story of a Florida man who was overcome by jealous rage towards his wife that led to fatality. What did he do, you may ask? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome to our channel. This is Criminal Activities. Checkingson Sinclair was 21 years old at the time of the crime. He was married to his wife, named Latwasa Argret, who was 24 years old, for almost 8 months. They lived in an apartment complex in Port St. Lucie, Florida, and were expecting their first child. Sadly, their marriage was rocky at times. They had their good and bad moments, allegedly fighting more often than not. October 26th, 2014 was the worst of their bad days. At around 6:30 that morning, Checkingson had found a text message that was sent to his wife's phone that triggered this argument. It was a message received from one of her former boyfriends. According to Checkingson, he was so angry, he chucked his wife's cell phone in a toilet before she snapped. She then headed to the kitchen and grabbed a steak knife. She chased him around their apartment but failed to catch him, so she retreated back to a bedroom and slammed the door behind her. Checkingson told police he then pulled a gun from under a recliner chair of theirs that was in the living room. With the gun in his hand, he went to the bedroom and confronted his wife. A brief argument proceeded once again. During the argument, according to Checkingson, Latwasa lunged at him, and he fired the first gunshot at her, which he claimed just grazed her before she fell on the floor. She allegedly managed to get back up and come at him again, forcing him to fire a second gunshot, but this time it was fatal. He then waited several hours before he called 911, and the 911 call is chilling.
911, please fire ambulance.
Yes, hello?
Hi, 911, do you need the police or the ambulance?
Yes, ma'am, I need the police.
To what address?
307 Southeast Walton Lakes Drive.
What's going on there?
A murder has been committed.
Oh, a murder has been committed? By who?
By me, ma'am.
By you?
Yes, ma'am.
Who did you murder?
I murdered my wife.
When?
Around 7 this morning.
Okay, what's your name?
Checkingson Sinclair.
Checkingson?
Yes.
Okay. Is she still there?
Yes, she's still here.
What did you kill her with?
I killed her with the gun.
You shot her? Where'd you shoot her?
I shot her in the head.
Is she in the bathroom or is she in the bedroom? Where's she at?
She's in the bedroom.
She's in the bedroom?
Yes.
Do you still have the gun?
Yes, I still do have the gun.
Do you have it in your hand or where's it at?
It's on the dining table.
Alright, we've got somebody coming out there to talk to you. Why did you do this?
We got into an argument and she came at me with the knife.
And so you shot her?
I feel like I had to defend myself. She was just going to attack me with the knife.
Okay. Okay. What was your wife's name?
Latwasa Argret.
What was it?
Latwasa Argret.
Okay. How long have y'all been together?
We've been married for 7 months.
7 months?
Going on to 8. Yes.
Do you fight often?
Yes, we have fight. We do fight often.
Okay. How do you spell your name?
Checkingson.
Okay. And your phone number is 370-5346?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
How long would it take someone to get out here now?
It's not going to take them very long.
All right, ma'am.
All right. Can you just not go anywhere near the gun? Do you want to go maybe stand by the front door?
I'm in the living room. The gun is over there by the dining table. I'm nowhere near the gun. I'm not going to test anyone there. I just want the police officer to come over and just handle this.
Okay, well, they're going to be there in just a little bit.
All right, ma'am. Hello?
I'm still here.
Hello?
I'm still here.
You still want me to stay on the line now?
Okay.
You still want me to stay on the line now?
It's up to you. If you want to stay on the phone with me, that's fine.
I'll just wait for the police officer to get here now.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you.
When the police arrived, they walked in to find a gruesome scene. The police then detained Checkingson and stated there was no struggle with arresting him. A neighbor, named Neil, was interviewed by WPBF 25 News and stated he literally jumped out of his bed because he was terrified. Him and his girlfriend were awakened by all the ruckus and would later learn it was Latwasa's last dying call for help. Neil said he now feels bad for not doing anything to help because he heard her screaming at around 6:30 that morning, and he thought he had heard the gunshots. Detectives on this case said that after his first shot, if Latwasa did lunge at him, she was unarmed and already injured. Yet he shot her a second time. The first bullet knocked her down, and the other hit the back of her head, which was fatal and at close range. Port St. Lucie police crime scene investigator Lisa Falk testified blood splatter from the gunshot wound and other physical evidence revealed that Checkingson had moved his wife's body and the knife was placed near her hand. Prosecutors said he spent several hours staging the scene before falsely telling authorities he acted in self-defense. Also, after the crime was committed, Checkingson pulled out his phone to send out some text messages. One text was sent out to a friend saying he wouldn't be able to participate in fantasy football that season, and a few other texts were sent out to his mother and brother, telling them he loved them. Detectives confronted Checkingson about their findings and asked why he shot his wife for a second time after knowing the first shot had injured her. This is when he admitted he wanted to kill his wife. He also told investigators he had doubts that the child his wife was pregnant with was even his, and that they argued because he was insecure and jealous. He always suspected women of cheating on him. Checkingson was found guilty on December 7, 2018. He was potentially facing the death penalty at first, but was convicted of the charges including first-degree premeditated murder in the killing of Latwasa and their unborn child, and tampering with evidence. As he was temporarily held in the St. Lucie County Jail, he was served 2 consecutive life sentences in prison. Circuit Judge Stephen Levin sentenced him almost immediately after the verdict. About 40 people gathered to light candles and say prayers in honor of Latwasa. She was said to have a loving heart for others. Her mother, Felicia Gordon, said how she cannot forget the many acts of kindness her daughter would do for others. One time in particular that was mentioned was when they were approached by a homeless man asking for change. Latoisa didn't have any cash on her, but she just went to Little Caesars and bought a pizza that she gladly gave the homeless man to eat. She was said to be a caring person who demonstrated her loving and kind heart often. She was also very family-oriented. She loved her siblings and her niece. She worked as a bus attendant, so she was always around children and loved being around small kids, which had made her mother excited to see Latoisa become a mother herself. Felicia says her daughter would have been a great mother. During the candlelight service, Felicia said, and I quote, "I keep asking why, because I know my baby didn't deserve this." End quote. Her father, Ethan Argrit, also had some words to say about his daughter. He said, and I quote, "I am really going to miss her. That was my only girl, my baby girl." End quote. Among those present at the vigil were her stepfather, Willie Gordon, and her brother, Emmanuel Argrit. Willie mentioned how she didn't deserve to leave the earth like that, while Emmanuel stated that if he could get her back and just say one more thing to her, he would just tell her he loves her. During the service, the group held hands in a circle and sang hymns while holding lit candles in remembrance of Latoisa. The family members said they're hoping her death can serve as a lesson to others that domestic violence can happen anywhere to anyone. Felicia has been very active in spreading awareness around domestic violence issues ever since. But I want to know your opinion on this story. Do you believe Checkingson's description of the events? Do you think Latoisa really chased her husband around with a knife? Or do you believe the scene was staged? I'd love to hear from you in the comments section. This is Criminal Activities signing off. Stay safe out there.